Hi lovers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Georgette and this is Georgette's Fragrance World. So as you can see from the thumbnail today, I'm going to tell you about Habik by Lattafa, which is one of their latest, if not their latest release. Okay, so this is for men, this is for women, and this has been compared to Dylan Purple, and this has been compared to Lima Essence, which I learned has been discontinued. But then again, let me tell you, what does it smell like? Because I'm sure that's what all of you are interested in. So let me start with Habik for women. Now both of them come in these gorgeous. Let me show you for the other one too. See? Okay, so these are both gorgeous. Maybe they smell like purple. This is also purple or violet. I don't know, maybe whatever, but this is darker than this. So this is for men and this is for ladies. Okay, so what do they smell like? Start off with Habik for women. Now this is a very citrusy, fresh, juicy, sweet floral fragrance. Okay, it has I'm gonna display the notes on the screen, but when you spray, the most prominent is the, let me give myself a reminder, the flowers. Surprisingly, it's the flowers. The flowers hit you first, but they're sweet, and then you get the fruits. So there is bergamot, pear, you know, citruses, but they don't have that biting quality. It's just the citruses blended with the florals. It is extremely gorgeous. It smells like a gum of some sort, like a candy. Absolutely beautiful. It is classy, it is elegant. This actually does smell like something that Versace would do. In my opinion, it's very versatile, but most appropriate for daytime. However, this will transition beautifully into nighttime, especially during like hot weather or like, you know, warmer weathers. For performance on this, when I sprayed it the first time, I put it on a test strip at work, like maybe midday-ish. The next morning when I came back, I was still smelling it on a test strip, although it was quite faint. It is not beast mode, but people would smell and compliment you. Elegant, classy women, this is yours. The citruses in the opening keeps it fresh and clean, but then the florals also add some depth and, you know, more interpretation to it, makes it slightly more complex than a regular citrusy fragrance. This I'll categorize in the same space as maybe Gala, the Neroli. I'll place it here. And then Chanel Shine So Fresh. Those are like fresh fragrances, but there is more to them. Maybe Mansera Sicily too. They do not smell the same, but I'm just, you know, categorizing that fresh floral fragrances that are so classy and elegant. Yes, that is what I would say Habik is. Honestly, this is a good buy if you are looking for something for the office, if you're looking for something for daytime, if you're looking for something for meetings, you know, more formal settings or semi-formal settings. I think this is fantastic. It would also do very great with brunch with the girls. Like, everybody's gonna ask you, what are you wearing? This would also pass for like vacation, holiday, to the beach kind of. I think it's pretty versatile at this point. Okay, and like I said, I think it will transition beautifully into the evening on warmer weather. So yes, this for age range, I'll say it would appeal to like almost everybody, because it is young and playful enough for like, you know, a younger audience, but then it has that depth that comes with the florals also. And I think in the base has some oak moss and some, you know, that gives it some depth for, you know, like an older audience. And so this is pretty versatile in my opinion. If anybody doesn't like it, it's strictly going to be on like individual preference based, but I think this can qualify for mass appealing scents. Okay, so that is it for Habik by Lattafa for women. Gorgeous bottle and beautiful scent. As to whether it does smell like Dylan Purple or not, I think there is enough reviews out there that does say yes, it is similar. So I just wanted you to know what it really smells like. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, please leave them in the comments and I'll be more than glad to answer them. Okay, now let's move on to Habik for men. This one, I would say is loud. Okay, maybe Beasley. This is very loud. Baby, come. You're done. 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes, okay, I'll be done. I mean, compared to the one for women, this is super loud. this also lasts really long. So I did a test. I placed Habik for women and Habik for men both behind my, and by the close of work they were still there. However, after I took my shower, this was no more there. Habik for women, and I mean ladylike, so yeah, rightly so. But this guy was still there. Okay, I woke up the next morning and it was gone. But after I took my shower in the night and I was going to bed, it was still there. Now for the scent profile, this is a warm, spicy, yet aromatic fragrance. I know it's not a fresh scent. It is very warm, very spicy. There is cardamom, there is cinnamon. So you know where I'm going with this, right? It is spicy. Not annoyingly so, but similar to the kind of spice you get from maybe Spice Bomb Extreme, maybe a Zaro Most Wanted, slightly less than Wanted by Night, in that arena. Maybe even Kaida for Sun Untamed, the one cloning Versace Eros Najim. That kind of spiciness, okay, but then it has some sweetness too. It is sweet, and like I said, it's also aromatic, slightly woody. It's a beautiful fragrance. If you love warm, spicy scents, this is absolutely for you. I think it does have some vanilla too. Yeah, and I remember after I settled, it gave me this really woody vibe, but it was, quite soft, not, like woody or anything, just soft woody, but also very grounded. It has some amber, which is adding to the warmness. It's a very warm fragrance, like I said. But it is aromatic too, okay? It has that aromatherapy vibe. I don't recall seeing lavender in the notes, maybe, but it has that aromatic vibe that you do get from massage spas and all of that. But this is good. This is good, this is good, this is good. Longevity on this, like I said, is fantastic. It lasts maybe 8 hours plus, okay? And then projection, decent or above average, okay? It does project very well, maybe for the first 2-3 hours, and then it gets closer, but it's still not a skin scent yet. So yeah, that's for Habik for men. So if you like any of the fragrances I mentioned, you're likely to enjoy this one as well. And like the aromatic vibe, I think it does have some bergamot or so, keeps it from going too spicy and annoyingly cloying. So it is not cloying, although it does have all those warm spicy notes. It is not cloying. And then this is also the fresh floral that we love. These two fragrances are elegant. This time of day, I would say maybe evenings out. Yeah, it might be a bit too much for daytime, unless maybe you limit the number of sprays or you're going to a very cold environment. So for fall, autumn, like cooler weather, this would be fantastic for versatile all day wear. Likability, I think you should sample this first before you buy it. However, if you like any of the fragrances that I mentioned, Spice Bomb Extreme, Azara Most Wanted, you like Versace Eros Najim, you like Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo, those kind of scents, if you like them, then you just go ahead and grab this for yourself. Okay, so yeah, that's about Habik by Lattafa. I know I've been away for a while, but I'm resuming, and let me know the perfumes that you've heard of, you love, and I'll review them for you so you know what you're getting before you get it. Love you. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Helps on my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you. Bye. Mwah.